Okay, I'm just making sure everything's good on this. Thank you for your patience this morning. We're going to go ahead and get started. So, we're just going to get into our body before we do anything else. And I have my cat today who's doing, he's going to be wandering around probably. So let's just feel our weight over our heels and start pulling up through the spine, right? We want to just like kind of pay attention to how we're sitting in our hips. This is what we always do at the beginning of every class. We do a quick check-in. So you want to feel those hips, just kind of rock back and forth. We're going to rock those hips forward, inhale, and exhale, rock under, rock forward, big inhale, exhale, back under, forward and back, tilting forward, rocking back. Great. Just kind of getting into that, pulling up through the spine. We're going to bring the arms out wide. Big inhale. Pull the head to the ceiling. So get as tall as you possibly can here. You want to get super, super tall. Pull and grow out of that spine. Taller, 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 right? Big inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to turn as we pull that head up, turn, twist. So we're doing this rotation as we're trying to keep that spine pulling up right in the center, pulling. So inhale front, pull the hands apart from each other and pull the head up as high as you can. Hands are still pulling apart, right? Pulling apart from each other. And we're going to rotate as we pull that head as high as you can on the rotation. Back to center, big inhale and exhale. We're reaching the bottom foot to the opposite, I'm sorry, the bottom hand to the opposite foot. Hand overhead, come back to center, big inhale. Same thing, just feel how you're sitting in those hips, right? As we go into this lateral rotation, reaching that hand to the foot, hand overhead, back to center, big inhale. Pull into the tallest, tallest, tallest spine you possibly can right now. So get super, super tall. Big inhale. And on the exhale, reach, 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 reach even taller. Pull the belly button in, come all the way over, all the way over. We're just going to come down onto the hands and knees. All right. And then taking a big inhale, we're going to exhale and pull into a deep, deep cat. Coming into that deep cat, tucking those hips under, pressing the palms away from the shoulders, drop the belly button to the mat, tailbone and head extend, quick inhale, and exhale, pull, 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 pull through the spine to the ceiling, pull, really pull into that, and then drop that belly button, big inhale, and exhale, pull, pull up, high, 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 drop again, big inhale, exhale, pull. Getting as deep into that cat as you can as you sink into this and then drop that belly button to the floor. Yep, my cat is coming while I'm doing cat. All right, fantastic. Let's go into opposite arm leg reach. So as we're here, we're going to get into that long neutral spine. Hey, Joe, sweet, sweet cat. And then go ahead and lift one arm and leg as you balance that cup of water on your back. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, reach the fingertips away from the toes. Inhale on the change. Exhale. Hey, baby. Reach, reach, reach. Steady, steady. Press the shoulder down on the supporting arm. Inhale on the change and reach. Shoulder presses down and away. Palm presses into the mat. Reach those 2 points away from each other. Inhale on the change. Exhale. Exhale, pressing that shoulder down, staying nice and steady, reaching into the longest length you can. Inhale on the change. Reach, 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 reach. One more time. Inhale on the change and exhale into the reach, reaching as far as you can. Let's come right back onto our backs for a little bit of bridging. Bridging. So we're laying down onto our backs, and immediately before we do any kind of movement in this bridge, We're going to feel how we're laying here, feel what's happening. I think it's probably going to be more fun to watch what my cat is doing in this, but go ahead and reach those arms down beside you, reaching to the feet, pressing the palms into the mat, feeling those feet aligning up with the knees right into that width, the pelvic width distance. So reaching down, spine nice and long, big inhale. On the exhale, let's tuck and press all the way up into that bridge, keeping that pelvis parallel to the mat, pressing the arms away from the pelvis, and then rolling from the top, one vertebra at a time till the hips hit. Big inhale and exhale, tuck, roll, press into that long, long spine, reach down, reach, really try to press those hips away from your arms. They're pressing in opposite directions, and then one vertebra at a time, coming down slowly. Big inhale and exhale, tuck and roll, coming all the way up, pressing, pressing, pressing the hips away from the arms. Just really press into that bridge and come all the way back down. All right, we're going to go into a few more exercises, but before we do, we'll just throw in a few more sets on our bridging. So we're going to take a big inhale, exhale, coming all the way up, staying right there. So set into that parallel position. Let's pick one leg up, bring it to tabletop, back down. Inhale as you come up, exhale, press the hips up in between. Inhale as you bring that leg to tabletop, and then press those hips up. Inhale to tabletop, exhale into the press. Keep reaching in those arms and pressing the shoulders down. Inhale to tabletop, exhale to press. Inhale to tabletop and exhale, pressing up, tabletop, press. Let's just do one more set. Uh-oh, I can tell my cat is about to walk in front of. Uh-oh, we're gonna have to grab that. Okay, come here, precious. All right. Okay, better put that down for a second. All right. Okay. I thought it could work with cat, but not gonna work so great. He's really precious though. All right, let's come back into that bridge. Big inhale, and then on the exhale, tuck, pressing up, pressing back up into that parallel position. We're going to slide the hips to one side. We're keeping them parallel to the mat. Slide to the other side. So a little bit of sliding back and forth, trying to keep the rest of the body stable. So sliding back and forth, pressing those arms still into the mat, keeping those feet nice and stable. Everything is stable as you're sliding from one side to the other side, keeping those hips in the same plane. We're just sliding back and forth, left to right. Great. Stop in the center. Let's drop one side. Inhale, exhale as you press back to parallel. Inhale on the drop and then press, drop, press back to parallel, drop, press, drop, and press up, drop, press back to parallel, drop, and press, drop, and press. Let's go a couple more times. Pressing back, drop, and press, and release, coming all the way back down. Let's pull those knees in for just a moment, rocking back and forth. And we're going to go ahead, send the arms up overhead, big inhale. Now, exhale, use the abdominals to lift those arms. So immediately as you engage into those abdominals, it wants to automatically send those arms sending straight to the ceiling. Inhale again. And now use the abdominals to lift the legs. We're trying to take as much leg muscle out of this as possible and put it all into the abs. So you can stay here or shoot those legs out to whatever degree you can maintain that neutral spine. Take an inhale here And on the exhale, we use those abs to lift the upper body. Lift the upper body with the abs and reach to the feet. So now we've engaged both upper and lower abdominals to try to come right into this spot. We're going to pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Keep pressing the shoulders down and reaching to the feet halfway. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale, and inhale. Reach, 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 and exhale. Last set. And inhale, reach, and exhale, and release. Arms go overhead. We're reaching right into our roll up. So before we even do it, flex those feet, anchor the heels into the ground, reach the arms away. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, lengthen as far as you possibly can. Reach, 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 reach. Hold the head up, not just the arms, but you want to feel that head lengthening up and being pulled on a string away from the body. So pull that head away. Big inhale. And then on the exhale, go ahead, engage into the abdominals. That automatically wants to raise those arms up perpendicular to the ceiling. We continue. Now you're going to reach as far as you can here. I'm going to switch myself back a bit. Get to your end point and then pull through the belly button to come all the way back down, one vertebra at a time. Reach overhead. Huge inhale. Exhale up and continue. Reach as far as you can. Come back one vertebra at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Big inhale. Reach. Exhale. Come all the way up. Reach. Come back one at a time. Stop at that challenge point. We're going to tilt one way, tilt the opposite way, and go ahead, reach overhead. Huge inhale. Exhale. Reach as far as you can. Come back. Come back. Come back. One at a time. One at a time. Big inhale on that reach. Exhale. And continue reaching. Come back. Come back. Come back. Slowly and release. All right, we're going to roll ourselves up. If you have like a ring or a dish towel, or just use your hands, whatever, we're going to do a little hamstring stretch. So arch of the foot goes in. We're going to extend that leg wherever you can. If your leg's bent, that's okay. You have to go where you can go for you, for your flexibility. But giving that a big inhale. On the exhale, press that hip into the mat. We're trying to center our weight up across both halves of the body, but we're especially sinking into the side that we're pulling back. So we have two points that are pulling away from each other. That hip bone is pressing down into the mat as the leg comes back the opposite direction. Big inhale, hip, shoulders, and just come across the midline a little because we want to keep that hip connected. That hip bone is still driving down to the mat. So don't ever let that come up. That's going to do more for you to anchor that down as you pull back versus trying to pull that hip off the mat. Let's switch to the other side. Big inhale, centering up, and exhale into those hips. Exhale, anchoring those hips down, pressing the shoulders down, feeling as centered as you possibly can. Big inhale again. Hip, 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 pull back gently as you anchor and press that hip in. They're just pulling in opposite directions. Come across the midline just a little bit. Big inhale, sinking down. Great. And release. We're going to go right into leg circles. So anchoring again through those hip bones, immediately locking into that long neutral spine. So we have to use the core to make this work happen in the legs. So arms will reach down Anchor, take a big inhale, lift one leg and start into little circles. Don't lose the anchor. We want this leg action to be happening from the core muscle. So take as much leg muscle out of it as possible. Leg muscle, we're taking you out, we're using core, reverse that circle, breathe through it. Great, now we're gonna go big, big inhale out, exercising a lot of control. Inhale out, exhale as you come across and can pick up the hip. Inhale out, one more that direction, then we'll reverse it. Okay, reverse, big inhale out, exhale across, inhale out, across, inhale out, across, one more time, out, bringing that leg back down, center, reset, reset, control, because we tend to get out of that through that sometimes. So we're going to pick up the opposite leg. Use the core to move the leg. Take out the leg muscle, all core. Reach down, use your arms to stabilize you through this movement. We're going to reverse that circle, just a little circle. Leg is right out in front. Drawing a little circle out in front of us. Great, we're going to go big. Big inhale out. I'm picking up that hip just to come across the inside. Big inhale out. Lots of control. Use the core. Core will move the leg. Core is moving that leg, letting it move fluidly and with control through that joint. Go the opposite direction. Big inhale out. Exhale across. Inhale out. Exhale across. Inhale out. Across. One more. And across. Let's drop that leg. We're going to bring our knees up into our chest. Just grab behind to roll yourself up, going into a set of rolling like a ball. So we're going to pull in really, really tight, keeping that back curved, shoulders down, belly button tucked in tight. Inhale and exhale to those shoulder blades. Come right back up. Quick inhale. Sink to roll to the shoulder blades right through the spine. We're going to the shoulder blades, coming back to balance with those toes just hovering and our two hip bones firmly anchored, centered across. Quick inhale. Sink to those shoulder blades. Come back up. Inhale and roll to the shoulder blades. Inhale. Sink. Tucking in. Inhale. Hover, hover, hover. And sink. And that's it. All right, we're going to go into some single and double leg stretch, coming right back. Knees bent, arms down. Take a big inhale. On that exhale, use the abs. Abs are going to bring everything in tight. I want to feel the rolling like a ball position again, but we're on our backs. We're going to send out the opposite arm and leg, reaching away as we pull in as tight as we can with that knee. Inhale on the change. Reach. Two opposite directions, right? Reach. Reach away. Keep reaching. Reach. Shoulder presses down, and you reach as far as you can to your foot as you balance that cup of water. Keep reaching. Get longer. Longer if you can. Longer. Two more sets. Last set. Length and length. Now we're coming in again really tight to press away for doubles. So inhale into the length. Come in as tight as you can. Inhale, length. Tight, tight, tight. Inhale, length. Tighter. Last one. Length. Tight. And release. We're going to roll ourselves up to come into some sitting stretches. So, sitting work. All right. Coming right into our spine twist. So, this is what we did at the beginning when we were standing. Same principles. We're zipping our legs together. And this is going to stay locked right here, right to these two hip bones that are anchoring us down. The spine is pulling as tall as it can out of the top of the head. Arms, hands pull away from each other. Big inhale. Exhale on the twist. Inhale, center. Twist. Stay tall, tall, tall. You're seeing where you can go to while pulling these hands away from each other and pulling the head out as tall as you can. So hands pull apart, we pull the head up. Keep pulling those two hands away from each other and pull that head as tall as you can. Head pulls, pulls, pulls. Legs and hips stay anchored, anchored, anchored. And release, going into our lateral. So big inhale. Actually, let's go to forward first. So reach overhead. On the exhale, pull that belly button in to roll, like you're rolling over a ball, draping yourself over with the longest spine possible. So we're trying to stretch that spine out and pull it over. Quick inhale and exhale, pull through the belly button to stack back up. Big inhale at the top, pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, and draping, right? Inhale at the bottom, pull into the belly button, come back up. We're going to change it just a little bit. Big inhale. Now on the exhale, reach, reach as tall as you possibly can. Reach, reach, reach. And tilt forward with that tall, tall spine. Tilt, tilt, trying to keep it long and tall as you're hinging. And then fold into that round back. Big inhale, exhale, roll back up. Inhale at the top and tilt. Get long first. Get long, 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 long. Reach, reach, reach the head up. Tilt, 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 tilt. And then fold forward, right? Coming down. Big inhale. Roll back to the top. Arms out wide. Big inhale. And now we're going to sink the shoulder down in the direction that we're going of this lateral stretch. Pull the arm away from the hip that's anchoring down. Keep sinking that away so that we can deepen this bend. Big inhale, center, shoulder, shoulder sinks away, and then the hand, top hand is pulling from the hip back into center. Big inhale. As we come over this time, we're going to open to the ceiling a little bit and then fold forward a little, reaching away, come back. Big inhale, center, shoulder goes down, pull, open just a little, fold, fold. Great, great. And then we're going to go into thaw. So we widen out those legs a little bit and arms out wide again. Big inhale. Exhale as you twist pinky to pinky, pinky to pinky. I'm going to look at my palm behind me, which is open to the ceiling. Thaw. Pull the hands apart from each other, especially here, just like on that twist. Big inhale on the saw. We are reaching and reaching those hands away from each other, looking back. Big inhale here. Saw, reach away. Big inhale, center, and saw. Inhale, center, saw, reach, reach. Hands go away from each other. Center, saw, reach as far as you can. Come back to center. Release, going into some open leg rocker. So you can either stay here, you know, if you're kind of struggling with that balance like I am post vertigo, or you can come all the way up. It just depends on the day. But we're going to get into that really tall back and like rolling like a ball. You take this inhale at the top so that when you exhale, you start to tuck and tilt to go to those shoulder blades. But then you have to pull right back up into that tall, tall back. Big inhale, tuck and tilt, go through the center of the spine, come into the tall back. Tuck and tilt, back up. Big inhale, tuck and tilt, pull to that tall spine. Inhale, tuck and tilt, right? Pull up. I have to catch myself sometime. Big inhale at the top and going through. Come right back to the start. Great. You can see me as I like struggle sometimes to get my balance right back into that spot that I want. Okay, great. Modified corkscrew. So we won't be picking up our hips this time, but we're going to lay right back onto our back. Big inhale. And on the exhale, abs lift the legs, abs lift the legs. We're going to zip these legs together so the toes will stay glued together all the way to the top. And as we start to come over, that hip will pick up, but there's always one hip down. So it's picking up, swinging around, keeping the spine in the same place. So the spine is rotating to move the hips. The spine will rotate. It's not huge, right? Because we have to keep the spine in the same line. So we're inhaling out and around. Exhale, keep the spine in the same line, spine in the same line, right as you come to the top. It's just like you're leaning onto the side of that spine as you swing those legs around, come to the other side of the spine, back to the top. So there's no bend in the spine, it's just rotating, right? We're just rotating it onto the side as it stays long and in the same plane, so it doesn't make for a huge rotation with those legs. It's going to be minor. It's just as that spine starts to turn at the base of the hips, that's what causes the hips, to look like we're moving the spine, but we're actually not. It's staying in the same place. We're just moving it in terms of its rotation. So that's an important difference with corkscrew versus maybe some other things that movements. So we're going to roll ourselves up and then go on to our stomachs for some prone work. Baby swan first. So coming onto our stomachs, we're going to reach the arms away, getting really, really long. This is the awesome thing. On our stomachs, we do the same thing as on our backs before doing that roll up, where we're trying to lengthen in the body as much as possible before we contract. So we want to pull that head to the ceiling above you. Reach the arms away. Just crawl those arms away, getting as long as you can. So from toes to fingertips, you're going as long as you can there. And in the head, that head pulls up. So we're going to take a big inhale. And on the exhale, pull the head up, reach the arms away from the toes. Pull, 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 pull. Getting a little foot cramp on one side. So that can happen. Inhale. Exhale, head pulls away, head pulls up, get longer, get longer. You're going to feel that in your core. Big inhale, last time. Head, arms, reach, 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 reach. Quick inhale here, we're going to go right into mini swan. And exhale, we press the hips in, press the hips in, press those hips in. We're engaging through the glutes. And we're lifting slowly from there, first engaging in that pelvis, and then through the low to mid back. The shoulders are pressing down the whole time. That might pull the hands back slightly, even though they're still trying to reach away. And then release. Big inhale. Exhale. Shoulders are down. Hips, 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 hips. And then through that mid back. We have a slight tuck even if you can in those hips. That's where you're really pressing that pubic bone in and then release. Big inhale, exhale, press those hips in, low back, reach the hands away, shoulders down, down, down. I'm even pulling my mat back with me a little bit as I come up. Head to last two down. One more time. Big inhale, hips, shoulders down, 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 down. You're just going wherever you can go without cranking that head up. Quick inhale and release. We're going to go right into a quick quad stretch. So turning the head to the side, pull the leg back towards you. And if you need to use that help again, like like a band, or a ring, something, whatever you need to use, if you can't quite bring that back all the way. Just go for that big inhale. Center up, center across the body as much as you can. Big inhale, and on the exhale, press the hip in. Hip presses into the mat as we press our shoulder down, pull the foot close, and then a little tuck in that pelvis, a little tuck to deepen that quad stretch further. So just tuck under, big inhale, hip first, shoulder, and tuck. Pull the foot close. Let's go to the other side. Big inhale, center, reset again. Keeping this arm down, reaching away, big inhale, and exhale, hip, 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 foot, shoulder, tuck in that hip. Again, big inhale, hip, shoulder, little tuck, 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 pulling close. Inhale and exhale into it. Great. All right, we're going to go into some single leg kicks. So, anchoring those elbows directly underneath the shoulders as we're pressing up out of our shoulders, right? And not sinking. So, press up, keep the spine in line with the head, keep those hips totally parallel, and everything's lined up in the body, right? We're going to flex the foot to come in tight as you can, quick taps, and then tight as you can on the other side, right? Tight, tight, and extend, tight, 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 extend. Yeah, tight as you can, tight. Keep going, keep pressing up out of the elbows. Keep pressing that spine up, getting nice and tall as you're coming in tight. Yeah, tight. Tap. One more set. Stay super parallel. Press up out and come in as tight as you can. Release. We're coming up with our head down for doubles. Back of the hands on the small of the back. Press your shoulders down. Keep them pressing down the whole time. Flexing both feet. Coming in. Tap, tap. Extend and press away. Come in. Shoulders are down still. Because as you come in, they tend to want to go right back up. So tap, tap. Press down and extend. Tap. Extend, pulling the hands with the feet, right? Tap, tap. Come in. Extend, extend, extend. We're not cranking the head here either, and we're even kind of tucking in that pelvis to take some of the sometimes the discomfort that can happen in the low back there. So tap, tap in, extend, reach away, tap, tap in, extend, and release. We're going to press back into a rest pose. Inhale, exhale, back into that. Reaching those arms away, pressing the hips away from the palms, sinking back into those hips, coming forward again. We're going to do a little swan dive. So, that out of the way, pressing those palms directly underneath the shoulders or a little bit above. That's fine too. Big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to press those palms in to immediately start pressing ourselves up, right? Pressing the shoulders down, 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 down the whole way. Big inhale at the top. Dive as you send the hands right out in front of you, reaching and trying to keep those legs at the same level, the same arc in the body. That's what we're shooting for. So palms come right underneath. Big inhale. Press the shoulders down, press the shoulders down, 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 down. Inhale at the top. Dive, reaching away, back underneath. Big inhale. Exhale. Press, press the palms away from the shoulders, away, away, away. Inhale. Reach. We're going to do a couple more. So palms right underneath. Big inhale. Press the shoulders down, down, down. Press them away from the palms, away from the palms. Inhale at the top. Reach. Legs must stay up. Try to get them to that same arc. Okay, hands back. Big inhale. Exhale, shoulders down, 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 down. Press those shoulders down. That is the last to extend. It should feel really free at the top with those shoulders pressing away and extend. keeping those legs up, higher, higher, higher. Great. Coming right back, we're going to go into some swimming. So arms and legs reach away. Let's get into the length in the body again before we go um, into the lift. So big inhale. On the exhale, pull the head up, up, up. Reach the hands away from the feet. Inhale again. Length. Longest length you can get. That head is pulling away, pulling away. We want to try to maintain this. Big inhale. Now on the exhale, just lift the arms and legs slightly, right? We're just hovering, and then we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg and change. Yep, inhale, exhale, reach. Yep, we're going to speed it up. So as you speed it up, maintain the steadiness of the back and the core. We want to keep reaching those fingertips away from the feet, but we're also balancing a cup of tea. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and pull the head away. Last one, inhale, and exhale, and release, bringing the arms and legs down, hands back. Let's press back again into that rest pose one more time. Yeah, just sinking back. Great. All right, we're going to come right onto our backs for a quick set of single and double straight leg. So reaching the arms down, take a big inhale and exhale. Abs lift the legs. Abs are going to lift the legs up straight. Lift, reach down beside you. Big inhale again. On the exhale, upper body is lifted from the core, right? We try to get as much of this muscle out of it as possible. You can either bring the arms up here or leave them by your side. Stay balanced and centered. So we're coming in, change, reach the arms down, tap, tap, little double tap. Yeah, tap, tap. Keep reaching as we try to take it out of the head and neck by pressing and reaching into the arms. Yep, stay steady. So don't rock to side to side. We got to keep it totally balanced. 2 more sets. Last set. Stay steady. Balance the cup of water. Yes, and release. Palms come behind the head. Legs are still up. We're going to take a quick inhale. Exhale, lifts from the abs. No head and neck muscle. Just try to take it out as much as possible. Lower the legs. Draw a line. Big inhale and exhale. Draw back in tight. Inhale as you lower. Exhale. Draw in. Inhale to lower. You can go as low as you can go while maintaining that back, right? Not letting it arch. Pull in. Last time. Exhale. Draw, 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 draw. Draw to the top. And now bringing knee in as the sternum turns to that knee. So inhale on the change, exhale. One knee is coming in as tight as you can as the opposite leg reaches away. Sternum to knee. Yeah, great. Reach the sternum to the knee. Keep reaching. Stay steady from side to side so we're not rocking back and forth. Steady in the core and release. Yes, let's just send those arms and legs out long for a minute. Here's where you can arch slightly in this length just to kind of release the tension for a moment in those abs and stretch them out. Great. Bring the arms back. We're going to come on our sides and then roll onto all fours as we get into a plank position. So palms directly underneath the shoulders, knees under those hip bones. We're going to take a big inhale. And then on that exhale, we're sending both those feet out, zipping the legs together, centering, making sure we're keeping that spine in that neutral position, holding the sternum through the shoulder blades. We're going to lift up one leg, point the toe, rock, rock as we tap up twice. tap. So inhale, come in, exhale as you tap. One more set. Tap, 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 tap. Great. Now we're going to slowly come onto our side, right into that side, right? We're going to open wide, look to the ceiling, and then exhale as we bring the arm underneath. You kind of have to lift through that oblique. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, reach, make space. Open wide, pull up to make that space to reach under. Open wide and reach. We're going to go to the other side. So first opening to the ceiling, inhale, look back, look to the ceiling, and then pull up to reach underneath, right? Inhale back, exhale, pull, and pull. Just one more. Trying to stay centered and pressing that shoulder down on the supporting arm and come back. All right, into our kneeling side kicks. So arms out wide, staying super tall in the middle. Big inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to sink that shoulder down. Shoulder goes down, leg comes out, press the hip forward. Most important part here. Don't let that booty go back. Press that hip forward, palm behind the head. We're going to do some lifts. Right into circles. We're pressing the hip forward. We're watching everything that's happening in the body while we do this movement. So keeping the shoulder down on the supporting arm, going into kicks. So kick front twice and kick back. Yes. Front two, back two. Keep pressing that hip forward, keeping everything in line from elbow to hand on the mat. Great. And release, coming back up. We're just doing like 3 to 4, of each variation. So let's go over to the other side. Same thing, set the position, press that hip forward, press your shoulder down on the supporting arm. We'll start into circles or lifts. Yeah, press the hip forward. I know it's harder on the second side. Now we'll go into circles. So circle around. Yep, 3. Let's reverse that. Kick forward twice, twice, back, back. Keep pressing the hip forward. Press that hip forward. And one more. Shoulder presses down on supporting arm and release. Yeah, back into center. All right. Teaser 1. Teaser 1. We're going to do teaser 1 4 times and some hip circles. So laying back onto your back, tucking through, coming down, reaching the arms down, nice and long in the spine. We're always centering and setting everything before we do movement. Big inhale. On the exhale, abs, lift those legs. You can come into tabletop, stay right there, or go ahead and extend straight, whichever one you prefer. Big inhale as we lift the arms overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to sweep through. I have to kind of catch myself sometime. Set into the position for teaser 1 and then roll all the way back. Starting position, big inhale and exhale. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. I know we're tired at this point in the workout, but reach overhead. Big inhale, pull, get into that perfectly straight back and legs, and sink. Big inhale, reach away. This is our last one. So make it your best one yet, and release. Great. Bring the arms right behind you. This is the modification I prefer for hip circles. But if you want to have your arms out straight, right behind you, supporting you in this hip circle, you can go with that too. I just prefer to focus on other aspects and keep my arms down. So that's why I go with this. So we get a little bit more rotation here with these hip circles. Inhale out, exhale. It's a little different than a corkscrew, perhaps. as far as that goes. Inhale out, exhale around, inhale out, exhale back, just one more. Inhale out, back, one hip is always down, right? Let's bring those legs down. We're gonna go into some leg pull up. So reaching our hands back to set into this front plank, right? My palms are facing me, or they can face away, whichever one you prefer here. I prefer this. Big inhale, press up out of your shoulders. So get out of that first. Big inhale again. Exhale, press the hips up. Hips are equal now. We're trying to press to keep this body in a long plank and hips parallel to the mat. Lift one leg, tap, tap, back, hip, press up. Inhale, because you lose it a little bit. So press right back up every time you come back in. Tap, tap, press. Tap, tap, press. Tap, press. Tap, tap, press. One more time. Tap, tap, press. Last time. Tap, tap, press, and release. Just shake out those wrists for a minute. If your wrists are hurting more with any of this, just know it gets better over time. It's not something that will last. So the longer you do it, the better it gets. All right, we're gonna go into a seated twist. So leg is coming out. So this front leg, top leg, is our supporting leg. And then supporting arm out here. We're resting this for a moment, taking a big inhale. And on the exhale, getting into that supporting foot, right? To pull through the abdominals, because we're not going to have a lot of weight happening on this opposite leg, and reach underneath. Reach underneath as you pull up into that oblique as high as you can. Come all the way back down. Big inhale here. Oblique, oblique. Reach, reach, reach. Foot behind you hovers. Back. Big inhale. Press, press, press. Reach, 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 reach. And release. Let's go to the other side. So once again, remember first what is your supporting leg and arm, and then everything else, we're pulling this back and up to pull through that core. So big inhale here and exhale, reach, reach, pull as high as you can into that oblique to create the biggest space possible to reach underneath. Big inhale here, back to center. Pull, 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 pull. You can go slow. You can go slow, but when you get to the top, you're pressing the shoulder down. You're pulling high into that oblique. Inhale, one more. Oblique, oblique, oblique. Pull, pull into that side. Make the biggest space possible, and return. Great. Okay, a little bit of seal. So we're going to reach those arms underneath there on those calves. Lift. Reaching out, I'm kind of anchoring into this long line, getting my back nice and straight. You can even practice a couple of beats there with your feet. Beat, beat. Quick inhale and exhale. Sink through. Quick beat. Come to the top. Quick beat. Quick beat. Pull to that tall back. Roll right through the center of the body. You're pulling back up, right? Pull up. Get that pelvis in place. So we tilt it to roll. I didn't make it back up. And then you pull into the tall spine at the top, reaching those arms and feet away. So quick beats in between. All right, let's go to our push-up. Final set. And you can stay on the hands and knees the whole time if you wish. That's okay. Because really we want to work on form always. Maintaining the form, especially through our upper body and core, right? We're trying to maintain the stability of that neutral spine, trying to pull up through the sternum, press the shoulders down. So let's try a couple here on our hands and knees, making sure everything is locked in place. Head is nice and long in line with the spine. Big inhale. And then on the exhale, bend those elbows. Bend those elbows, keeping them in tight. This is like that military push-up, right? Pressing the shoulders down, shoulders pressed down. You come low as you can and then press the palms away from the shoulders, pulling up through that core the whole time. Big inhale at the top, exhale, shoulders are pressing down. The whole way, we're pressing the palms and shoulders away from each other in opposite directions. Press away, press away, press away, press away, back to the top. Big inhale. Now, if you want to send the legs out a little bit farther or possibly onto your toes, go there. Big inhale, exhale. Press the shoulders away from the palms. Away, 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 away. Press the shoulders down. Stability, stability, and press all the way back up. All the way back up. Inhale at the top and exhale in the bend. Press the shoulders down, 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 and press them down the whole way back up. Right, and come back for just a minute. We're going to shake out those hands. Woo. Shake them out and be done with those push-ups for today. You can do another set if you want to as soon as this is done. So, all right, we'll call it and just hope that you guys can keep making it to these and keep doing, the classes. It gets better all the time. You'll constantly get stronger. So, all right.